Well, Majid Al-Ansari is the spokesperson for Qatar's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. He told Al Jazeera that Qatar hopes to see the ceasefire extended further.
As the provision in the original agreement suggests, 10 hostages will be released every day, and that would translate into an extra day of pause. So we have from Hamas a confirmation now that 20 extra hostages will be released in the next 2 days. And on the Palestinian side, that would mean that from Israeli jails, you'll have threefold of that number. So 60 Palestinians will be released from Israeli prisons. And the same parameters of the agreement that applied in these 4 days will continue when it comes to humanitarian aid and the pause in the fighting. It is a very hopeful moment for us that we can build on that momentum to increase the number of hostages being released, but also to prepare the ground for more sustainable truce through the negotiations that are taking place. As we have seen, we began this mediation process here in Doha right after the 7th of October, and we have made a lot of accomplishments starting from then. We've moved from a point where there was absolutely no chance for mediation, where there was a refusal for mediation, to both parties now every day agreeing on the lists and having hostages being released daily. And we have reached a stop of fighting that is going to extend into almost a week now. And I think we have to build on that to make sure that we can move forward. Obviously, we are working with what we have. The conditions of the negotiations are not positive conditions, although the commitments we have received over this agreement are very positive, and the implementation, as we have seen, although very difficult, and at times it was a bit delicate, but we were able to go through the agreement, the 4 days, and extend it now for these 2 days. The team working here from Doha in the operations room has been working day and night, non-stop, relentlessly, to make sure that we have this momentum and we build upon it. And I'm quite sure that the team will have more work to do now as we go on to these 2 extra days.
Well, Imran Khan joins us live now from occupied East Jerusalem. Imran, so what more can you tell us then about this latest Israeli captive release and, of course, this possible extension to the ceasefire?
Well, the captive release eventually went very smoothly. That may well have encouraged the Israelis to accept the fact that there is an extension to the ceasefire officially, but there's been no official announcement. The closest we've actually got is a statement from the government press office. It says the government has approved the inclusion of 50 female prisoners in the list of prisoners eligible to be released in the event that a release of additional Israeli hostages is carried out. That's the closest we've got to an official confirmation of this 2-day ceasefire. Also, we've heard that a list of 10 names have been given by Hamas to the Israeli Prisons Authority. Those 10 names will be Israeli captives that will be released in the coming hours. That's not been officially confirmed, but it has been reported by Israeli army radio. So those are the 2 things that are giving people hope that the ceasefire is actually going to hold for the next 2 days. The Israeli government has actually been clear. They've said as long as captives are being released, then the ceasefire can be extended under the same conditions as it has been for the last 4 days. Now, normally we see prisoners being released around about 4 o'clock local time, so that's a crucial time. We'll see if things happen around then, but certainly it looks like everything is in place for more prisoner releases today, more captive releases today.
Imran, and so this extension is only for 2 days, so what more has the Israeli military been saying about their ground offensive once the ceasefire extension is over?
Well, it's a very interesting thing. You just heard from Majid Al-Ansari there, who's hopeful that the ceasefire can be extended. We also have been hearing from senior Hamas leaders who are hoping that the ceasefire can become a more permanent truce. That is not the language that you are hearing from Israel. Israel says that it will continue the war on Gaza as soon as they decide that they want to. As soon as they decide that Hamas aren't releasing any more prisoners, they have a stated aim of going in and destroying Hamas both politically and militarily. But there's now talk of going into the south. The south of the Gaza Strip was supposed to be an effective safe zone for Palestinians. The Israelis, through various media outlets, through various trusted reporters that they have, are briefing that Hamas now have an operation and control and command center in the south of Gaza, and that'll be the next target. Obviously, that's incredibly alarming for the international community, particularly because, as I say, the south was supposed to be this safe zone. Now, there isn't really anywhere that's completely safe for Palestinians in Gaza, but the south was supposed to be safe, and now the Israelis are briefing that that could well be next.
All right, Imran Khan, live for us there from occupied East Jerusalem. Imran, thank you.